The UK is in talks for international travel to resume to Europe this summer. Summer holidays are coming, and lockdowns are being lifted across the UK and the EU, after decreasing coronavirus infections and following vaccine rollouts. As the UK is expected to lift international travel restrictions from the 17th of May, it is in talks with the EU to open up travel from this summer to popular destinations around the European bloc of countries. In this video, we explore the discussions taking place between the UK and the EU, and check out whether and where you will be able to travel this summer. But first, we want to thank you for joining us. Find us on all the other social media channels, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel, and click that bell to get notified when we release a new video. We also appreciate your likes and comments below, as it helps to support our channel. This video is brought to you by IAM. We believe that travel improves and inspires you and the people around you. We help you travel by providing services which overcome barriers and frameworks that simplify and enrich your experience. We just happen to be immigration lawyers. So reach out to your IAM visa coordinator when you're ready for your adventure, or already on one and would like some assistance. Oh, and don't forget to check out our website at immigrationandmigration.com. After several months of being cooped up in our homes and being restricted from traveling abroad, a sense of wanderlust has been building as people naturally want to explore new places. Summer has been hyped up as international travel is expected to be allowed again. Several European countries have announced that they are getting ready to accept British tourists and kickstart summer, especially Greece, Iceland, and Spain. People are eagerly anticipating the announcement from the British government on which countries will fall on the green or safe the list to avoid the hassle of quarantining after the long-awaited holiday. It has been reported that UK officials were preparing to discuss with the EU over the reopening of travel routes in time for summer. Currently, overseas travel is largely prohibited for residents in the UK. The British government has estimated that the 17th of May is the earliest date when international travel would be allowed for non-essential overseas travel, with a traffic light system based on individual countries' COVID risk levels. The British government is working on using the existing National Health Service coronavirus app to show that people have received their COVID-19 vaccine for international travel, Transport Secretary Grant Shapps said on the 27th of April. It will be the NHS app that is used for people when they book appointments with the NHS to be able to show that you've had a vaccine or that you've had testing, and I'm working internationally with partners across the world to make sure that that system can be internationally recognized, he said. In an interview, he stated that he would be chairing a meeting of G7 transport ministers from the G7 next week to discuss the plan further. Shapps said he would set out into which categories countries would be placed early next month. The data does continue to look good from a UK perspective, notwithstanding those concerns about where people might be travelling to, and making sure that we're protected from the disease being re-imported, he said. There are few things to note when travelling to the EU after the 1st of January 2021. If you have a Burgundy passport with European Union on the cover, it remains valid as a UK travel document. However, it loses all its EU powers, as EU rules on passport validity for third countries now apply. The basic requirement for passports is simple: you will need a passport valid for at least 3 months after the date you intend to leave the EU state you are visiting, which was issued within the previous 10 years. EU fast-track lanes for passport control are no longer open to British travellers. The immigration procedures will be slower, and UK nationals no longer have any guarantee of entry. Airport officials are required by European Union law to conduct deeper checks, such as asking for the purpose of the visit, where you plan to travel and stay, how long you intend to remain in the EU, how you propose to fund your stay, and whether you constitute a threat to public health. Since the end of the Brexit transition period, British nationals hoping to travel to the vast majority of European Union countries face strict limits on the length of stay. British nationals now need to adhere to the 90 in 180 days rule. It is also important to ensure you have arranged the appropriate travel insurance, covering you for all your potential health needs whilst abroad in the EU. Always check the travel advice pages on the FCDO's website of your destination for further information on border control, especially as the pandemic is not yet over. Check the official link on our blog post. If you are planning to take goods aboard, or purchase goods and bring them back into the UK from the EU, please check the latest guidelines before you travel. Are you excited to travel this summer? Which countries are on your list of favorite destinations? Talk to us in the comments section below. If you have plans to travel, check out the deals we have found in the description box below. If you need assistance with a visa to Europe, the UK, or the US, including help with securing your travel arrangements, IAM can help. For visa advice, contact your IAM visa coordinator. Don't forget to subscribe and hit that bell for more travel and visa updates. If you'd like to get more info on travel, visas, immigration, and citizenship, head over to immigrationandmigration.com for more free content.